Bro, like, man, like, bro, like, man, like, bro, like,
Is it like,
man, like,
is it?
bro, it's full of OS, bro. I know negativity sells, drama sells, all these things.
Yo! Been working on my music, putting out stuff. Techno, Kurai, Excel Spiff.
Do it tired, do it stressed out.
I was trying to write Leonardo da Vinci. I wrote LE and the first thing I saw was lesbian movies.
Are you inside your head or are you inside your prick? Back, bro, to 2009. I asked someone what was the date. The person was like, it's 2009. I was like, what?
Big T, 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 big T.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Big Talk Podcast, where we talk about history of Africans, youth, and everything that happens everywhere in the world. Broadcasting from the heart of the giant of Africa, Abuja, Nigeria.
Big talk.
Yes, sir. Yeah, today is a host-only episode. Just keeping it real with y'all. We haven't posted in like a month now, and consistency is a factor in if you're doing anything in life.
Right.
So we're just here to like
Be consistent.
to be consistent and to catch up with you guys, for you guys to catch up with us and what we've been up to. We are still here. We are still active. I don't know how much like our audience is. First of all, I mean, there's a good number of you guys, which we love, like which are dear to us, which are dear to our hearts.
Right.
And I skipped.
Yeah, so what are you trying to...
No, the point I was trying to make is I don't know how much you know about us and how we run this podcast, how we run Big Talk. And I feel like this episode is just going to give you an insight. Since I feel like we are like a family because it's an intimate number now of us here.
Right.
So I feel like it's fair for you lots that are keeping up to know how we are running things as at this point. We have guests from Abuja. We have like a good number of guests, people that you've seen on this podcast. Maybe you discovered us from a friend that came on here and everything. And for the longest now, we've been running Big Talk as a business.
Quite.
It is a business. Our guests give us a fee to come on the platform, and we broadcast the platform. We broadcast their whatever they're selling, music, whatever product they're selling. Or if they have a fight, we've had fighters come here talk about they have a fight, they're giving call to actions. That's the essence of this platform, is to, just allow the voices of the youth and just people who are in tune to reach out to the world from Abuja. And we've not been booked for a minute now, which is fair, which is very perfect, as we have put out up to 100 episodes. So right now we're not looking for quantity of content, it's quality of content. And I think the best quality is when you're hearing like, the authenticity of us, the hosts, like what we do, like us telling you what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? So basically, we're just here to talk about a few topics for you to catch up with us, our life, what we do, what we are doing so far. Obviously, not to give too much information. But yeah, Kingston, what have you been up to, man?
I'm chilling, grinding. So my grind on my P's and Q's, just, so setting up new businesses.
Okay.
Been working on my music, putting out stuff. Put out a record like last week called Prosper with Trap and Parker. Yeah, man, just keeping the family close, building new relationships, expanding my territory. Man, just been on the grind.
I can't even lie. Same here, man. It's wild how this year is moving. It's like
I know, right? We're in
April is 4th, like New Year resolution. Everyone has forgotten about the New Year resolution energy. The year, I feel like the year always starts with energy, like, oh yeah, this year I'm going to, this year, you hear a lot of this year in January.
Facts.
And then it fades out in February. And then life starts kicking in, in March. And then April, we are just in the year. We are knee deep in the year, or let me say ankle deep, because it's still the first quarter.
Yeah, we got like 8 more months to go.
Yeah, it's still the first. Okay, it's like one quarter.
I can't wait for the raining season. It's been teasing like...
Yeah, on the 1st of April or 2nd, rain fell, and I felt
there's
like
been
we're
like
there.
some teasers, but like, man, ABJ is quite hot.
ABJ is quite hot now,
Quite hot.
and we are operating on...
Lagos was hot as well.
I heard.
Lagos, man, bro, it was hot.
Yeah, I think the reason why Lagos is really hot is because of the humidity.
Yeah, it's really
There's
humid out
like,
there.
there's more water air. There's more water in the air, so that
Yeah.
water is hot.
Yeah,
So
facts.
the feeling is like hot water.
And like Abuja has like mountains.
Yeah.
So I don't know, that kind of has like
We have a topography that
that can store like the breeze, like you know what
Yeah.
I mean. The breeze like goes in and just
Yeah.
stays in, and it
though Abuja
flows.
has its hot moments. Like Gwagwalada,
Yeah, I
I'm
hate
sure will be as
Gwagwalada.
hot as Lagos.
Yeah, facts.
That kind of
I haven't
thing.
experienced that Guagualada heat, but like
I
heard
went to
it's intense,
CKC.
man.
I went to CKC Gwagwalada. Shout out
CKC was in
CKC.
Guagualada.
It's in Gwagwalada. It's in
sorry.
Gwagwalada.
Oh, crazy.
And bruh. Like that's when you realize that there's Niger and
There's levels.
There's Abuja and there's Abuja. The heat there is different. It's different. Ain't it different?
But yeah, man, what's good with you though? Like,
Man, shit. Like, oh, no. Speaking about like the grinding and everything, for me, I still feel like the year has not fully started for me because I'm an artist. Yeah. Aside from this podcast, if you don't know, I make art. If you've seen this artwork behind me, I painted it. I make these paintings. I'm a cartoonist. At this point, I'm a very versatile artist, multidisciplinary. Thank you so much. Though I feel like just come for my exhibition and you understand everything about me. I don't know. We have time a little bit to talk about stuff. I think this is the best. I think for them to get to know us. By the way, my name is always the maker.
my name is Cleansman, baby.
We never say that in our podcast.
Facts.
We only just say, welcome to the Big Top Podcast, and today we have,
I'll just go straight to it.
yeah, have this, we have that. So, always the maker, Cleansman, the hosts, get acquainted.
Yes,
I make art, Cleansman makes art as well, but in the music form, amongst other things. We are both done with uni, we are both like graduates, we are both like, members of society.
honorable members.
Honorable members of society. We have like our agonuche, we use our agonuche when we do things. So like anyone that is coming at us, don't think we are out here playing.
No games.
No games.
Even
man.
though not
No
game.
games. All right. Let us put that one to one side. So yeah, the art grind, I've not started painting this year. Though the niche of paintings that I'm making is this cartoon style painting. Although I could do realism, but how I got into making cartoon paintings, I don't know if you know this, Klinsman, but one artist that really inspired me is Sloan. Like, yeah, I was doing my final year in Middlesex. We actually went to the same school, me and Sloan. And I was watching this guy from when he was a skater, Motherland. And then I've noticed he made art. And his art seemed very like, just
That's so
freestyle.
crazy, 'cause I went to Middlesex too. But,
Middlesex,
you went
Dubai.
you went to Middlesex
In London, yeah.
I went to Middlesex.
Dubai.
Yeah,
So alignment.
For 1 year though, 1 year.
Yeah, I did for 1 year too, to be fair. Up never.
But yeah, thank Jesus.
God, why is it that flies like coming when we are shooting? Oh, we just never notice.
Maybe it's because we're the shit.
As I'm keeping that. So how Sloan inspired me was like I met him in uni and I've been following him on Insta and I just thought he was an annoying young kid. Like he just always had something rebellious and annoying doing. I don't remember, but it was just interesting as a person. And I saw the way he was making his art. It was very simple to me, like not easy, right? But simple
Like the
because
style was-
yeah, it was fluent. That's the best way I can explain it now. It's like you're freestyling. You know when you freestyle, you might to fill up that gap.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like he approaches art. Sometimes he just goes ba 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 ba. Not every line and shape has to be definite, but he's using the space that he has in his canvas, and then he used mediums as graphic spray.
Yeah.
This is not a Sloan art, but he used medium as graphics and then markers. These are very like you don't have to mix colors. You already have colors, and then you just go with what you have. So it's just straightforward. He can make an art. I feel like Sloan can complete an art piece in a minute.
Right.
And it will have the same value as something that someone worked on for a year or for months. So that made me think. I used to spend months on my artworks, like doing realism, trying to make something so realistic. I would spend a month on an oil painting, and then I thought, like, this guy just busts out like 20 pieces in the span of a month, and his exhibition ready. Meanwhile, I'm here trying to draw boobs for weeks. You know what I mean? And then I now realize what is the priority in art. It's not usually the perfectionism. It is the expression. What story are you telling? And then also like, who are you? I feel like all those things matter. Like someone knowing themselves and people being able to see that this person knows themselves in the art that the person is expressing. I feel like that really like gives the art value. So yeah, I just thought cartoons took less time for me to make. and I still have some somewhat perfectionism in the making of the cartoon, so I went for them.
So are you saying Sloan inspired like your style?
Sloan inspired my style.
That's cool, man.
Sloan inspired me, to be honest, because I knew that after uni, in my whole life, I spent like 10 years in uni because of my my parents wanted me to, like, because of my parents, I'll put it like that, but also because of me, because I couldn't stand up for myself and say I want to be an artist. And they convinced me that art wasn't the way to go. It's not the most prestigious. So
Facts, bro. We
I,
share the same struggles.
you know what I'm saying? So eventually I knew that however long it takes me to get through uni, once I'm done, I just saw myself painting big art pieces. But it happened to be that around the time I was finishing, I came to discover Sloan, and that's how it inspired me to, you know, kickstart the art career. So you make music. Tell us about your music career and how it started for you.
Yeah, man. I like music is yeah, that's what I do. It's been cool, like, just doing our thing, building projects, recording songs. But like I started making music from a very young age, like from secondary school. I used to like always be like one of the media guys just in high school, like just guys that let's say there's a party going on or there's like these events, like some social events. I used to just be the music, like me. I had a couple of friends, but like just we used to just always be part of the sound guys. But that's not even the origin of music for me. Like I just grew up around a musical household. Like my dad used to bump a bunch of songs. My dad is a music head, but like he kind of it's so funny because like my dad kind of is like, yo, Cleans man, are you sure music is the thing for you? But I'm just like, yo, you're the one that used to play so much music when I was young, like,
Yeah.
and now like look at me. So it's just like
Yeah.
yeah, but like yeah, I grew up in a musical household, and I was just always drawn to arts,
Are you
man.
sure you're talking directly into your mic, man?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think they can hear me. But
Okay.
yeah, I was always drawn to art, and like I made my first song when I was probably like 13 or like yeah, I like it was. I used to go to this studio in Fifth Avenue, like techno, right? The blown up techno,
Yeah.
techno mouse. Yeah, so I used to go make music with techno, Kurai, Excel Spiff, yeah, man, Vino Samari, a bunch of guys,
I know
man.
Venus Samar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
like we used
Yeah.
to all just go to this studio in Fifth Avenue, Khalid. Um, yeah, man, and like I just like got in the mix, man, and like by the time I was done with high school, like I had my own. I mean, I had my own laptop before I finished high school, but by the time I finished high school, I got my DAWs, like the musical softwares on my computer, and I was just like, yes. It was like how Thanos got his rings, and it was just like
Yeah.
the powers.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. Like when I got my laptop, I was able to put like I used to be on FL Studio, but then I got Logic. Because this time I got Logic on I got a Mac and I got
Yeah.
Logic on it, and that was like it for me. That was when
What year did you get your first Mac?
my first Mac was 2012.
Mad. Mine was 2013.
Are you
Go on.
serious? Yeah, I got my
Yeah.
first Mac in 2012. So that was a game changer for me because like I didn't even get Logic first. I had GarageBand. Oh my,
Jeez.
yeah, I had GarageBand, but like I was musically inclined, so I just knew how to put the sounds together, like, and I produce a lot. Like people think I'm just an artist. Like I'm even more of a producer. No, I won't say that. Like I'm just a musician. Like I compose music, but like I produce a lot. Like some people say that my strength is in music, like production. That's what they tell me. But like I don't know. I feel like my strength is in both things. But yeah, so once I got the software, that was it for me, man. I started getting like my tools, and then I moved to New York in 2013, December. And that's when I was free. I was just like no restrictions. I was there by myself, and it was just like yeah, you can literally in New York. Like New York is that place where you can like literally become anything. Like obviously, like everywhere in the world, you can become anything, but it has that spirit of like encouragement for the arts and like whatever you just do, like you just find people, you find your tribe easily. Like you don't feel like how let's say in Nigeria, like there's like people like your parents' friends or your parents are just like, oh, you can't do this. You know what I mean? But like when I went there, I just felt that I could express myself, like, so it was just like, yeah, I got my Rocket speakers, got my Scarlett sound card, and yeah, songs on songs, man.
Man,
Songs
I can
on
imagine
songs.
that P, man. You just have all the equipment that you needed, man.
Bro, man, it was crazy. Yo.
Yeah,
So yeah, man, since then it's never been the same. Nothing was the same.
it was risky, man.
Yeah, man, just building. Now like I'm much more grown from that time. This time I was telling you guys about is like 10 years ago. Like 10 years deep now in like professionally locking in. Like much more different. Like my goal is much more different. Maybe when I started as a youngster, I really just wanted to but now it's just like, yo, I'm more intentional with the message I'm trying to pass, with how I want to influence people that
Yeah.
listen to my music. So
Yeah.
it's more, constructive and
Exactly.
more serious now.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I
like
feel like when you start, it's like, because music is not an easy task, no matter how people look at it. A lot of people that you see that pop off, they've been doing it from time.
wow.
So like, and it starts from maybe having fun, a leisure activity, but even if you're passionate about it, the more you mature, the more you're intentional
Yeah, you
about
start
it. That's what I've
becoming more
noticed.
intentional.
Yeah. I feel like every form of everything in life that is like, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship, as a business person, maybe you're selling your snacks in school, then you're not saving the money, you're not doing accounting as much. As you start aging and life starts coming face to face at you, you just have to pattern up everything
Man, you
on
have to put
point.
structures and systems down.
Down.
Like I've been learning that a lot, like growing up now, becoming an older person.
Exactly.
Or should I say younger? But yeah.
I'm telling you, man, you get younger, not
But
older. I think
yeah,
Uzi said something like that. So let's just talk about these bullet points for today. Abuja, first of all, being the biggest podcast out of the city of Abuja. When we say we are the biggest podcast, we're not saying we're
The
Abuja is
biggest.
the biggest podcast. We are the biggest podcast, and time will tell. So just know, though this is our foundation, this is our origin, our OT, Abuja, and we represent Abuja, the heart of the giant of Africa. What is the scenario? What is the scene? The scene in Abuja saying today? I can't lie to you. I'm going to go straight to it. Like, I feel like there's just a bunch of like in the, I don't know if I'll say Gen Z space or millennial space or people who pay attention to this entertainment life space. It's a bunch of like people going off at each other. It's like there's this beef culture in Abuja now that is exciting or exhilarating, or people are, I don't know how serious it is, but I don't want to name drop because I really don't want to go in detail. I don't want to get involved in people's beef. Like, if it doesn't concern me directly, I really don't want to get involved. But if you don't know what is going on in Abuja now, the community, the social community, the youngins are out here going at each other for no reason, writing paragraphs on Twitter, going at each other. And it all started from... bashing, bashing people for, for example, you bash this person that, oh, this person did this, and probably you are not sure if the person did that or not. I'm tempted to drop names, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
Don't please.
Right. But basically, there's just so much like hate culture going on in Abuja now, and we do not encourage that. I feel like it's not necessary. It could be exciting, but let's have boundaries. Let's
boundaries, man.
Exactly. Let's understand let's understand that there are boundaries, and let's not dabble around them too much or cross them. Because I understand that Kanye West is on a ranting spree, but like, he's a billionaire, he's on a different, like, what works for him may not work for everyone.
Facts.
And yeah, let's just respect each other.
Quote according to yourself.
Yeah, I feel like there are more ways to be. I know negativity sells, drama sells, all these things. I feel like there are more tasteful ways of drama than like trying to pull someone down. Let's not pull ourselves
Facts. And
down.
I feel like, even if like you're salty about a situation, like that's what the art form is for.
Yeah.
Express it there.
Yes, express it through your art. Like, for me, I've been on Twitter. I know on Twitter that's where all the drama is going on. Yeah, I've seen people.
And Twitter is not your art.
You feel what I'm saying? Twitter is not my art. If you art me on Twitter, it's cool, but I will make ART out of the mentioning me, and then our product. And when you see me going hard selling my product or going hard creating content, this is my response to all you mother lovers that are coming at me because I am I feel like or this platform, big talk like us, like we don't have a hate bone in us, so there is no need to pull us into the whole banter world thing because we are just here for love. We are here to support, to uplift, to leverage of each and every one of us. Like
Exactly.
I'm telling you, we've had Lagos people come here, like some of the biggest acts in Lagos come here still, and it's it's all love. Like it's not we are not like we are bringing Lagos here to support us. And Lagos loves Abuja. If you know someone in Lagos, they will tell you how Abuja too is really dope. So like we should not like pull ourselves down or make ourselves less than what we are.
Jeopardize.
Yeah. This whole
Jeopardy.
crab in a barrel mentality, man, the most generic shit to say. It's just too obvious. Like we are beyond that, man. We shouldn't like be on that
Like,
type of
I
time.
feel like right now, like Abuja is like very it's like he has a lot of potential in terms of like the creative industry and the entertainment industry. And like this is not the time to be going at each other. This is the time to like collaborate, and like, find ways to push each other out.
Yeah.
Because I understand that there is no peace without war sometimes, but like, it should be like, I know you're expressing yourself, but it should be more of bigging up the next person. Like we
Yeah.
need each other,
Yeah.
because it's like a lot going on in the world right now. So
Yeah.
we need each other to like, amplify our works and like our creations, not tearing it down. So,
Exactly, man.
yeah,
I feel like there's already enough. Like the war that we are fighting is not with ourselves as creative; is with the system. That's the war that we're fighting,
Exactly.
And then for us to attain that level of peace that we think we will get by beefing ourselves, if we go against the system, in the sense of like allocating funds to creatives, let's fight that war where we can allocate funds to creatives and let creatives prosper and do things that would now enable like a new level of peace that will be operating on a new level because man, like as an artist here, as a creative, as an entrepreneur in entertainment industry, the resources are damn near like scarce. They are so scarce, like, and the information to get the resources, they are gatekeepers. From my own experience, we've been doing this for getting to 3 years now. We haven't, like
Scored a major
yeah,
deal.
we are still breaking ceilings. We are still open. There are still doors. There's still a whole lot of doors to be open for us to be performing. This is us doing this. Like there's no MTN backing
No
us.
cosign.
There's no cosign, man. There's just us and our guys and Abuja that is showing us support, and even Lagos showing us support. That is entertainment creatives that are showing us support. So this energy we are using to fight to one another. Let's channel it towards the system that is disregarding what we are doing. I think that's that's a good
more
message.
solid angle.
Yeah,
Solid angle.
that's a solid angle, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in speaking about Abuja, we've spoken about podcasting. This is something. This podcast journey, we've been doing this, like I said, for 3 years now. And for anyone that is trying to start a podcast now, I don't think it's the most prestigious thing out there, especially how people talk about podcasts online. I feel like women hate podcasts a lot. And I'm saying this in the same way people hate Kanye West, right? A lot of people like, now it's fair to hate Kanye West now. I feel like early Kanye
You
West
think
was.
women hate podcasts? That's like a thing.
I feel like I know where it's coming from. I feel like that's a broad statement to make,
it's
right?
quite broad
It's a
because
broad statement to make.
depends.
Though there's a bunch of people like that don't even listen to podcasts, but they see those clips online of of those podcast bros. There's a terminology now of podcast bros, and if this is your grind and you're not in that niche of men that do podcasts,
Yeah.
the small dick energy podcast, like you feel some type of way when that is the most popular thing about podcasting. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, look, we are here doing something. This is a grind. This is something that will bring food on our table. This is something that we use to feed our family. This is something that we'll use to leverage, that will make our lives better. And then the connotation or the public perception of it is oh, you guys always talk weird about women. If you talk about podcasts, usually a lot of times that is the idea. Or when I see people talk about podcasts online, they always say, "Oh, mics should be illegal. They should start selling." You know,
okay,
those
I
kind
get
of
the point of what you're saying.
yeah.
Because I've seen something like that.
Those things get to me. I can't lie because on the other side, I feel like that's more popular. People don't look into the fact that there are people who are using this to feed their family, like $1 million worth of game. This guy, okay, it's not even just podcasting, content creation, but they have a podcast as well. And podcasting is not really podcasting because there is no platform that is just podcast. Podcasts usually go on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify. And if you're doing this, you're creating content on those platforms that will generate revenue to pay you. So if you say I'm podcasting, I'm more or less YouTubing. We are YouTubing.
Broadcasting.
We are broadcasting.
Yes.
We are creating YouTube content, and YouTube pays us for it.
Yeah,
because
so I think like you're trying to say like we're not really podcasting to be podcast bros.
bro,
Where like this is a thing, like it's a platform.
this is a
Like,
platform.
we're speaking about
This is a hub. I don't even. It's just because it fits very well in the niche of podcast, and these microphones do a good job in making it a podcast.
The mics sure that.
Like we have the option to use lapel mics, but this is more traditional. And I'm not against. I think podcast is super like renaissance, right? Like it is a movement that brings about allowing expression, freedom of speech, enabling that in communities and discovering people. Because one thing that I enjoy watching podcasts myself, even before we ever started, is one thing I enjoy about it is I can learn so much from individuals that I knew nothing about before. I discovered Gary Vaynerchuk from a podcast. And that's Gary Vee. I was just listening. I never knew who he was. And I'm like, wow. I discovered the Brilliant Idiots is one of the podcasts that is the goated for me. It's one of the podcasts I got introduced, like I started listening to since 2016. And there were so many people behind the scenes so many personalities that you will learn a lot from. Like if you listen to this conversation from beginning to end, there's something you will learn from it. And you probably wouldn't learn that if you were not tuned in. Like, and it could benefit your life. So it's just like a faucet of information. Exactly. You know what I mean? Because you're just listening to strangers, and when we have guests come on, then there's more entertainment. There's more to learn from there. So let's bring down the whole like bashing of podcasts. There's the side of podcasts where people are using to provide for their family, and then there's the niche of red pill gang or whatever. And it's not I feel like that's a 1% of podcast bros even. That's a 1%, but
I mean, it's just like there used to be talk shows before. Like the thing that used to be like it's just like a generational shift.
Yeah.
There used to be a time where like the things that used to be a thing was like Oprah, Jerry Springer.
It's still kind of a thing.
It's still kind of a thing, but like life has become so mobile.
Yeah.
And it's like so like on the go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like these things and people are more interactive. Like people want to know what is really going on in your mind.
Yeah.
Like it's not more of that showbiz anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to get into the nitty-gritty and the realness of this shit.
Yeah.
So it's just like, that's what I see with the podcast shit. That's probably why there's a lot of podcasts.
There's a lot of podcasts, and I'm sure there's podcasts where people are talking the most stuff, blatant stuff. But I'm telling you, that's 1% of them. There's a lot of informative podcasts like Diary of a CEO. Like I don't know what it is with like name dropping, but I'm going to name drop the people that really inspire me. Like Diary of a CEO. Like okay, Joe Rogan is controversial, but it's entertaining. Like I said what I said. They're cool as well. Like, 90s baby. These guys, they're fire. Like you don't see people like. I feel like there should be more. Like, why is there no people talking about? Oh wow, thank God for the advent of podcasts, because it's such. People don't say as much good as bad of it. You know what I mean? And it definitely affects you if that is something that you're doing, because all you see is negative feedback, and you want to you want to be motivated to keep doing this, you know. But well, we'll keep doing this.
But hey, man.
Hey man, we're here. We're here. Let's talk good about, grinds.
Let's talk good about everything.
About everything, man.
You know?
So what's your dating life like now, bro?
Shit, man. I try to keep my shit private though. Like, yeah, I'm cooling, bro. Booling. Like
Booling.
a villain. Yeah, I'm booling, bro. What's yours about?
Yo, dating life, man. I can't lie. Shit, I've been very honest about my dating life on here. If anyone has been keeping up, I was in a relationship of recent, and I feel like this is a moment of closure. Like everyone that is going through a breakup or has gone through a breakup, like let's just come closer. Let's hold hands. Let's hold hands. Let's hold hands. Like, to be honest, I feel like it's something that there's a lot of content about moving on, breakup, and all of these things online. I experienced my fair share of recent just being in love and not seeing eye to eye with the same person, like just falling out, man. I don't know if I want to talk about it in depth. I feel like I want to give gems still, because if there's anything that I would have wanted to hear while I was going through that, would be like, I don't want to say the most generic. Okay, I'll say it even if it's generic. Like, time heals. Forgive. Forget, but learn. Like, you must learn your lessons, but forgive and forget about that person, because having that person in your mind is like, it's too much energy. So like, learn the lessons and forget about the person. It's not about the person. It's not about everything that happened.
It's about the whole experience.
It's about the experience.
And what you got out of it.
Yeah. So the reason why it's important to learn, so you don't repeat that. And it's always a blessing, like in the future. Like, and forgive yourself for, succumbing to whatever you feel like, or like, because I feel like one of the most painful things is like, wow, so we were just living a lie for the amount of time that we were together, and that hurts the ego. So like, forgive yourself for living a lie, and just do better. I think that's what I'll say about that. But dating in general, of recent I went on Bumble, right?
What's Bumble?
It's a dating app.
Oh shit.
Right. And bro,
Is it like?
bro, like,
Is
man,
it a Nigerian
bro,
thing?
it's Nigeria. Like, I mean, any dating app you're on, you can. There is in abroad, but when you're,
I'm 100% sure that shit is full of OS.
bro, it's full of OS, bro. I can't lie to you. I matched with,
Bro, dating app for Nigeria,
telling you, bro.
Nah, no be child too.
don't be child, bro.
Bro,
Like,
no be dating app be that now.
bro, I vibe with Scorpios.
Nah, rental
right?
space.
I vibe with Scorpios, right? And I matched with this person. She's cute. She's sexy. Like, she's a Scorpio. I'm like, God damn. Like, what are you saying? She's responding. She's flirting back. Next thing is like, what up now? Let's like. I was like, okay. It seems you're not active on the app, because she was taking time to reply. I was like, okay, give me your number or something now. She was like, what are your intentions? I made my intentions clear. Man, are here to, you feel me, to cancel some shit, you feel me? I just trying to cancel and then, be friends and see where it goes from there. So, like, I let her know my intentions. After letting her know my intentions, she was like, HK. She was something about HK. I was like, what does HK mean? I searched on Google. HK is Hong Kong. But basically, HK, if you don't know what it is hookup.
Gara.
Goddamn. She was like, right, this is what she's on, the hookup thing. And I can't even lie, I was down. I was down because she was looking good. And I told her what I could afford, and she was like, nah, I need to pay 5 times the amount I made. I said, to be able to do stuff. And I was like,
bitch, pay me.
I was like,
pay me.
I was like, good on you. Like, if you're doing that business, like, don't be cheap for real. Like, be expensive. Like, I like that. I respect that.
Man, I don't know about all that stuff.
Yeah, I respect having value for your coochie, but like, I don't know about selling coochie. you know one thing, like I don't judge people because I know that God created this world perfectly, man, and He created people and He gave us free will. So do you, boo boo?
So how did you guys? I don't know if you want to
No,
tell us how it ended.
how did we what? We didn't end up.
It's just
Yeah. Once she told me that I had to pay 5 times why bargain, I was like, well, if I pay, I can do that, but like I'll feel it. So I'm just like, and I know that the post-nut clarity will slap harder.
to slap now.
So I'm like, yeah, I'll pass, but like, good one there. Thank God you're not. Huh? Video?
The figure like how much it was.
Bro, I don't want to drop numbers out here, fam. Just like a couple hundred Ks.
Dang girl.
Yeah.
Dang girl, you was
Oh, she bad though. Like, she was bad. I can't even
doing
lie.
right by your people.
That's like a couple hundred K naira is like dollars, man. Something like 100 and something dollars. Consistency. Let's talk about consistency, man.
Yeah, man.
I think I want to speak about consistency on this podcast. Like, and the main thing I want to talk about is that we have the biggest podcast out of the city. Like, I don't want to use our city as the bar because no one is doing this here. And Abuja surprises me. It's like such a big city. There's so many people here. Why is the podcast game just like so monopolized by us?
I don't know, man.
Like, why is there no one doing this stuff?
It's so interesting to
It's,
me.
it's mind blowing to me.
I feel like it's just like
There's so
I don't
much
know,
people
man.
here with resources and everything. Is everybody here? Is everyone here a politician?
I don't
Like,
know.
and even
What
creatives.
I was gonna say was along those lines. I was just like, yo, it's probably like the way, but you can't even say that. I was gonna say it's the way the city is set up and like what people do to make money and like how the city is just conservative and like people try to just maintain like this image of being chill and just like yo. I think
Yeah.
we're just like we're basically the guys. You know, in every system there's a system is called a matrix. Basically, in like
Layman.
in worldly lingo.
Yeah.
But like so in every matrix, in this matrix, we are probably the guys that just like we're like, no, this cannot continue.
Yeah.
Like there has to be
Yeah.
this happening. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because like there's a girl that reached out to me, like a good friend of mine from way back. She hit me up and she's trying to like start like a podcast and she like reached out to me to like even like mentor her. Like I was just like, oh damn, really?
Yeah.
Mentor you? I was
Yeah.
like, oh. But like she wants to start it, but like there's just like things like holding her
Yeah,
back.
that's the
Like,
thing. Starting is the hardest part, and I think this is a key point to make. That do it like one of the most profound sayings that's
Just do it.
resonating. Do it tired. Do it
it.
stressed out. Do it vexed. Do it like slugged out. Like even if you are dragging your feet, just be dragging
Just
your
be
feet
doing
and
it,
be
man.
doing it. The hardest part is really starting. Like I wanted to make I've decided this year to just keep making content every day, every chance I get. And yesterday, like don't your mind is the most powerful thing that can talk you out of doing everything.
Okay.
And your mind always has a reason for you not to do it. And your mind is going to like
Always
just
give you reasons.
yeah, it wants you to be in a comfort space. And the intention of your mind is for you to be safe. And the things that appear to seem safe are
are not so good.
destructive, like in the long term. So your mind is like, yo, man, you just need to sleep. Like for real. Like you
like-
just need to
Yeah, man. Real struggles or this shit.
yeah.
he's-
So
he's
like do
talking
that
about
shit.
some real
Like
stuff.
even today, us we actually drag our feet and we came here and we are doing this now.
For real, like a
You know
lot
what
of
I mean?
shit, like there was no lights, like
Yeah.
my
I'm telling
car,
you-
like coming here, my car's battery
you
ran
understand?
down, like
Real
Obi
life.
knows.
Like we are dealing with all of these things. We are powering through all of these
You have to push.
hurdles. Like and you see that after you've done it, first of all, you have that your endorphins, your dopamine.
Yeah.
You'll be
You feel
happy you
better.
did. You feel great
You
that
feel
you
accomplished.
did. And that move can change your life drastically. Like especially when there's now more momentum and there's all of that. But like really and truly, if there's anything you take from what I'm saying in the space of consistency is do it tired, do it stressed out, do it, just do it. Like just keep on like building that muscle memory because eventually, as long as you push yourself to do it tired and all of these things, eventually you won't be able to stop yourself.
You know, I saw like this thing, right? a video of like Lil Wayne talking about and like all the books and every like all the books, all the motivational speech, the Bible, the Quran. I feel like they're all saying the same thing, man.
Yeah.
Like it's like your mind,
Yeah.
your mind,
Yeah.
your mind,
Your mind,
Mind.
and faith.
faith.
God.
Yes,
The power.
there's those things.
The power and
But
faith.
like even the faith is like all that things, believe, everything is in your mind because it's your mind that is going to help you believe or not.
That's
You know
what.
what I mean?
That's
So-
the painting of. Pardon. You're
Yes.
saying.
No, go ahead.
No, that
Painting
mind
of-
thing in that lizard is moving mad.
Yeah, shit.
That mind thing.
Yo, mic him up.
Yo, the lizard.
No, guy, how you trying to? You made
Hey
me like
yo,
scream.
hey yo. Ah, God.
Yo, I don't
damn.
like reptiles.
Bro, there's a lizard in that room right now.
Oh,
I don't know.
God,
Like, these
bro.
are our doors. We need to do something so lizards stop.
Guy,
I
you
don't
have
know.
to like cut that scream out. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep that scream, nigga.
For people who are not in third world countries that have lizards
Yeah, we
everywhere.
have lizards like just
Yeah,
doing
real
their
life.
thing, man.
Friends be
real
asking me
African
like,
style.
yeah, real African life, man. Shit, what topic were we on?
We're talking about like mind and like all that.
Yeah, the painting of Leonardo. Was it Leonardo da Vinci?
Da Vinci, which one?
The hand,
Hand of
almost.
God.
Yeah. If you've seen that painting, you realize that it was the mind that the area where God was in. Adam was on the floor, just like casually just doing his hand like this, and where God was like reaching out to Adam was shaped as the brain in section. Like if you cut.
Really?
Yes.
Let me go check it
Look
out.
at that artwork. If you look at the brain, the side view of the brain, cut the brain in section. I'll put it on the screen now. I don't know if I can, so I probably wouldn't because of copyright and stuff.
Yeah.
But look up that stuff. Is it Leonardo da Vinci or?
So I wrote, what the hell is wrong with this word? I wrote L.E. I was trying to write Leonardo da Vinci. I wrote L.E. and the first thing I saw was lesbian movies.
Is your algorithm now?
It's not my algorithm, I beg. I'm not lesbian. Yeah, relax. But yeah, shout out
Was it
to
Leonardo da
lesbians,
Vinci? I forgot what the name of the painting
It's
was.
called oh god.
Or was it
I love
Michelangelo?
art. Wait, Adam and God. Adam, let me
Was
not
it-
put
it-
Leonardo.
I don't know if it was Leonardo.
Adam and God hand.
Is that Michelangelo or Leonardo?
The creation of Adam.
The
that's
creation
what
of
it's called,
Adam.
yeah.
Who is it, the artist? Michelangelo or Leonardo?
It's hands of God. Somebody says it's hands of God. Michelangelo, bro.
Michelangelo.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Michelangelo.
So you look at
said
where
it's shaped
God-
like a brain?
Yeah, where God is.
Oh yes, that's so true.
That's a brain. You see the medulla.
Yes,
The medulla.
yes.
Yeah.
Frontal
So,
lobe.
so that God isn't. That was the idea. Is
Oh.
that God is.
Yo,
a
thank you for that
brain thing.
perspective. I'm
You
saving
know what I'm
this
saying?
picture. Yeah, I'm saving it all of it.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
need
So
to
it's
look at
like,
it all the time.
yeah, it's deep. Like your faith.
But you know the mind is not in your brain, right? It's just like
Yeah.
it's just perception.
There was something that someone was like where are you inside this whole thing? Are you inside your head, or are you inside your prick, or are you inside like your
Exactly.
ankle?
I think about that a lot.
I feel like the eyes is where I feel so centered. Like I don't feel myself in my heart or like in my balls.
It's like programming because like a lot of times like when you're thinking, people feel like, oh, like it's because I mean the head is kind of work the head carries the brain and like when you're doing something good, they say, oh, he has a good head on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And you know, and all those things just kind of make us feel like, but I feel like the mind is just everywhere.
The mind is everywhere.
Yo, the mind is even
Mind is everywhere.
the mind might even be like
But one-
external. I know it's internal.
No, it's internal.
But it
When you
might be
dream,
external.
when you dream is external, which leads me to I had the craziest dream yesterday, guy. I time traveled.
It happens.
It felt so real. So like the way this dream was like we were dancing in the rain. I don't remember where we came from, but we were dancing in the rain somewhere in Wuse too, right? And you know, like there was winds blowing, and when the wind blows, like you know how paper planes go against the wind and float, yeah? They say don't fly in your dream and shit. But the wind fucking the wind fucking lifted me up, yeah? And I was gliding on the wind. And then there was another wave of wind coming, and this wind was so heavy. And I was like, let me glide on this wind and float. and the wind was so heavy that she took me out of space, bro.
Crazy.
The wind took me fucking out of space, and the world spun so many times. And when I landed, I was in somewhere like an airport. There were just desks everywhere, and it was so real. I felt stuck in past.
Crazy.
I was in.
So
I saw
did you go back or front?
back, bro, to 2009. I asked someone what was the date. The person was like, it's 2009. I was like, whoa, it's 2009. I was like, I just came from
that's so
2025.
That's
on
so
God.
cool, man.
And I saw someone in my classmate that is now married. I saw how, I remember saying, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. I just need to go back to 2025. Because I didn't want to say, you got married to this guy. I didn't want to tell her that shit. You know, like I was experiencing this shit in real time. And the whole time I was just really I was begging God. Like I remember going out of where I was and just begging God that
like,
please,
yo,
I don't know
please
what
take
I
me
did
back.
that I fucked up that it took me 2009, but I beg, just take me back 2025. Like I just kept on praying until I woke up from my sleep and I was like, yo, that was fire.
That's crazy, man. Yeah.
I like dreams, man. I like dreams.
dreams
I
are
feel like
interesting,
they're so interesting.
Yeah, but like speaking about that now, right? About like going back to the past, like would you like to go back to the past?
But if you had the chance to go to the past or future,
Exactly, that was what I wanted to ask you. Thank you for helping me out. would you like
from
to go
that
to the
experience, the past can be terrifying, bro. I just like to be where I am. Like, do you understand how? But if I had the chance to go to the past, 1 year, it's just so long.
There's so many
It's so long.
There's so many things that you would want to correct, right?
There's so many things you want to, but it's because you're not in control of things, and you just have to experience what you've experienced over again because
Yes,
that memory
that's
doesn't
how
go
you
away.
that's how you get here.
Yeah, because then you now be like, I have to experience lockdown again. It's just be boring to be like. I don't think it would be as.
But I'm
fun.
sure if you are going back to the past, like whatever is going to give you access to that past is not going to let you remember that you were.
Yeah, in the
Because like
future.
that's just a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot to
That's a
fathom,
lot.
man.
It's
Like,
a lot.
that's a
Like,
lot.
have you ever waited in line for an hour? Do you know how jarring it is? So imagine waiting for a year for anything. It just feels that. I feel like that wait. That's what I felt in that dream. That man, I just want to keep moving forward. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I'm not sure how much into the future I want to go because AI is so scary.
Yeah, man. AI is so like interesting, man.
Yeah, man.
It's so crazy. Like we're in AI age now.
And the
man.
AI realm, man, and it's just like it's
like-
getting realer and realer and realer.
Like everybody has to like jazz up as soon as.
But one thing I know is AI is not a threat to anything. Nothing real can be threatened.
I can't even lie, man. Don't say it's that way. Oh. It's not a threat, but like it's supposed to be like used by. It's artificial intelligence. So no matter how real intelligence beats artificial intelligence, but like where it becomes a threat is like when it starts like when these like systems have a way of doing your job better than you. You know what I mean? Not like obviously.
No, there are many like this Ghibli. Oh, I don't know how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Illustrators.
The one that
Yeah.
turns your real pictures to animated
It does a
pictures.
great job in doing
It
it.
does, absolutely.
Like illustrators are like a lot of jobs may be taken away from illustrators because a lot of
Exactly.
times people want that
So
kind of
that's a threat.
artwork from their wedding and everything. Though I'm happy about it because some of these jobs are also like a lot of times people tend to not have value for these jobs. Like they won't
So
pay you
now you're
properly for
saying
it.
that, oh, wow.
So and the thing is, it's so common. It's like I feel like at the end of the day, you can still tell when it's AI that does it from when it's a human being that does it. And the DNA of a true illustrator now even has more value because there are ways to go about it. But for you to take the extra length to go out to an actual illustrator that studied about it, you know, because there will be less people going to study about
But
it.
do you
Because
think people are going to care that?
I feel like
Are they going
if
to care
anything-
that? Because imagine I bring.
the majority will not care, and the majority is not your audience. You have a niche audience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I feel like it even brings more value to people who took time and studied
I feel you.
to make this.
You have just given me like a perspective in my head now
Yeah.
in terms of like I see how like in the future like the things that will become really expensive and luxurious. Luxury becomes the things that people actually do.
Yeah.
Now like art forms, like imagine because there's even AI music now. You can generate songs.
Yeah.
So like when you come like original art is going to be
Original
so
art will have
valuable.
more value because it has the DNA of
makes
it. It's
sense,
like
makes sense.
so when things are now like easy to make this and that, this and that. It's like, no, AI is only just going to make us appreciate the individual.
Prowess.
Yeah, because AI is a big data warehouse of our individual knowledge, and it feeds from there. So when there is now a new approach, AI will want to adapt it. Like now, I created this character from my own, consumption of like life and everything and my idea. I can give that to AI now and prompt it to make him run, make him do all of that. But the original idea is from me. And when I draw him, the DNA in that drawing is different from any AI,
That painting is so silly.
Generation.
Is that like a cactus boner?
Yeah, that's the cactus one. It was inspired by the line of Travis Scott in Goosebumps, "Stroke my cactus."
Crazy.
Don't wait. And it's
And the guy
like
struck his.
he stroked his cactus and his hand is filled with the cacti thingy
Oh, and the blood.
and is bleeding.
Oh.
And that's like a message of like like people that wank a lot, like
Wanksters.
is not the best, it's not the most healthy thing to do. It's like
Yeah, man.
yeah, ration that shit. Don't do it all the time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna mess with your like circuits.
Yeah.
Your brain circuits, man.
And the whole idea of what do they call it? Something gratification, instant
Yeah, that's the
gratification.
circuit I'm talking about.
Yeah, like you should train your
Burn
brain.
it.
Yeah, patience is a virtue.
Quite.
I think that's a good note to round this episode up.
Yeah, patience.
on. Patience is a virtue. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep striving. Keep prospering. Abuja, stand the fuck up.
Yeah, man. My
Yeah,
new
but-
record called Prosper is out.
You know what
yeah.
time it
Speaking
is.
about prosperity, keep driving. Keep pushing.
Yeah, stay
Don't
tuned.
stop.
Stay tuned. Lock in. This year is like we're in April. Remember all the things you say you're going to do this year.
Facts.
Get them done. Be on track. Shake that fucking shit. Get out of your bed. Get out of your comfort zone. Do shit. Keep doing. Keep
Live.
moving. Let's rise together, man. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the energy I'm on. Big talk. Wait, this episode was brought to you by Maker Atelier. If you want any creative job done, our services are on the screen right now. Go on our website. It's in the description of this video, and fill up the form of the service you want. We'll reply to you. Yeah, do that. It's straightforward. I don't even have to talk about it. Just follow the link in the description of the video. Everything about both of us will be in the description of the video. Big Talk is the biggest podcast.
And we outside.
We outside.
Let's get it. Big talk.